General Hospital spoilers reveal that Kristina Corinthos, Kate Muncy, hasn't let go of her resentment and rage toward Ava Jerome, Maura West. Later this week, the art gallery owner issues a threat. That same day, Kristina regrets her actions. So, could Sunny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, daughter go way too far? Keep reading and let's talk about what could happen with this storyline. When Kristina lost the baby she was carrying for TJ Ashford, Taj Bello, and Molly Lansing, Kristen Vaganos, she blamed Ava. While the two were arguing, the pregnant woman tripped and fell out of a window. While Kristina's life was saved by the pool she fell into, the baby wasn't so lucky. Kristina planned to keep the baby herself, which only complicated matters for everyone. While Ava did go to trial, she didn't go to prison. Kristina has been furiously trying to make Ava pay somehow ever since. More recently, Ava went to Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Gran, to get her to admit that the young woman is out of control. While Lucky Spencer, Jonathan Jackson, tried to urge Kristina to let this go. It doesn't seem that the young woman will be able to do that though. During the week of March 24, Kristina flies off the handle again. Then, Ava issues a threat. By the time Friday comes along, Kristina will regret her actions. So it sounds like another fierce face-off takes place. What could Kristina do that's so regretful? Though, does Kristina's fight with Ava cause Sunny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, to collapse? Maybe Avery Corinthos, Ava and Grace Scarola witnesses Kristina attacking Ava, terrifying the little girl? It seems that for Kristina to regret what she does to Ava, there could be serious consequences. Kristina just might find herself arrested and going to prison if she physically attacks Ava. It's also possible that Ava and Rick Lansing, Rick Hurst, would find a lawsuit angle to get some quick cash. After all, Ava was not happy about her accountant taking all those credit cards. Back to Kristina, her going to prison would likely coincide with the possibility of Allison Blaze Rogers, Jacqueline Grace Lopes, coming back. While Blaze was always good for Kristina before, soaps always seem to keep soulmates apart. Do you think that Kristina is going to physically attack Ava? What does Sunny's daughter do that she regrets? What could be the possible consequences for her actions? Is it possible that Kristina could be on her way to Pentonville? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember to keep watching the soap on ABC to find out what is coming up next. Kristina Corinthos, Kate Muncy, has always had a fiery spirit, but her latest choices might send her crashing into a storm of consequences she never saw coming. As her complicated relationships spiral and her emotions get the best of her, one critical mistake could change everything. Is Kristina's thirst for justice and revenge pushing her too far? And when the dust settles, will she even recognize the person she's become? Let's dive into the tangled web of lies, family drama, and one impulsive move that could destroy everything Kristina holds dear. Kristina has spent months balancing her new life, running a shelter, preparing for motherhood as Molly and TJ's surrogate, and trying to prove herself to both her family and to herself. But there's one thing that's been eating away at her, growing like a toxic vine in the back of her mind: her deep-seated need to make Ava Jerome, Maura West pay. After all, from Kristina's point of view, Ava has done nothing but manipulate and destroy her father, Sunny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard. Ever since Sunny's world started crumbling, his paranoia increasing, his marriage to Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watros, falling apart, and his once loyal allies questioning his every move, Kristina has drawn her own conclusions about who's to blame, while others, including Dan Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna, and Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, suspect someone outside the family is orchestrating Sunny's downfall. Kristina has zeroed in on Ava. She sees Ava as a poisonous presence in her father's life, an untrustworthy woman who's playing both sides, cozying up to Sunny while secretly working against him. Determined to make things right in her own way, Kristina decides that Ava needs to be exposed once and for all. But what starts as a simple plan quickly morphs into something far more dangerous. At first, Kristina thinks she can handle it. She begins digging into Ava's life, convinced that if she can find proof of Ava's deceit, she can bring it straight to Sunny and put an end to her influence over him. But Kristina isn't a trained investigator like Sam McCall, Kelly Monaco, nor is she as calculated as her mother, Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Brown. Her impulsivity gets the best of her. She follows Ava, listens in on private conversations, and even sneaks around trying to gather dirt. But instead of finding something to bring Ava down, Kristina unknowingly steps into something much bigger. A deadly game of cat and mouse that could cost her everything. Her first major mistake? Getting too close to Mason Gatlin, Nathaniel Gray. Mason has been a thorn in Ava's side for months, working for a shadowy boss who's using Ava as a pawn. Kristina, in her effort to spy on Ava, stumbles upon Mason at the wrong place and the wrong time. Mason, always looking for leverage, quickly realizes Kristina is a weak link. He feeds her false information, twisting the truth just enough to send her down the wrong path. He lets her believe she's uncovered a major betrayal, Ava secretly meeting with Sunny's enemies. Kristina, filled with righteous fury, rushes straight to Sunny. She doesn't stop to question whether Mason is telling the truth. She doesn't think about the consequences. She only sees Ava as the enemy. Kristina's proof sends Sunny into a tailspin. Already on edge, already doubting everyone around him, Sunny takes Kristina's words as confirmation that Ava is a traitor. And when Sunny feels betrayed, he doesn't react rationally. He acts swiftly, without mercy. In a shocking twist, Sunny lashes out at Ava in the worst way possible. Whether it's severing ties with her, ordering a threat on her life, or making a move that puts her in serious danger, the fallout from Kristina's actions is instant. But here's the catch: Ava isn't the enemy. The real threats to Sunny are still lurking in the shadows, and Kristina has just made herself a target. By playing into Mason's manipulation, she has unknowingly put herself and her entire family at risk. And when Kristina realizes the truth, that she was wrong about Ava, that she was used, guilt will consume her. If there's one thing Alexis, Sam, and Molly have learned over the years, it's that Kristina acts first and thinks later. But this time, her mistake might be too big to fix. Alexis will be furious that Kristina put herself in danger. Sam, always the protective sister, will want to clean up Kristina's mess. But at what cost? And Molly, already struggling with their complicated surrogate arrangement, will have to decide if she can even trust Kristina's judgment moving forward. Could this be the beginning of a major fracture in the Davis family? With emotions running high, Kristina may find herself more isolated than ever. And that's when she'll have to ask the hardest question of all. Who is she really fighting for? Kristina has always struggled with her identity, her place in the Corinthos and Davis families, and her need to prove herself. But this time, her choices might have set her on a darker path. Could this be the event that finally makes Kristina take a hard look at herself? Will she learn from this mistake, or will she double down on reckless decisions? And most importantly, will Sunny ever forgive her? One thing is certain: Kristina Corinthos Davis is about to learn a painful lesson in consequences, and the fallout will shake Port Charles to its core.